Welcome back in to the Sports Source. In this segment, over at the Wipey board, we have Chuck Cavaleris, the big boards, grinning like a Cheshire cat, grinning like Sister Jean.
But it won't disappear.
Over there. Hard as I try, it won't disappear. No, we got
Grinning
we got
like you had Loyola before.
We got 9 positions over there: quarterback, running back. For those of you that can't read at home, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, defensive back. A kicker, the kick units are K and P up there for kick and punt. And then RET means return units. We just split those up. I'm lucky I was able to read all that stuff. Okay, what I want to do very quickly, and I'm going to let each guy rank 1 through 4 here. I'll stay out of it. But I'll let you guys rank what the biggest fear is for this fall. And we're in the spring, looking forward to fall. What's your biggest fear by position? Chuck, you're at the board.
Yes.
You get to play Vanna. What's the number one fear for the fall?
Oh, we've gone over it, and I think it'll be covered ad nauseum. It has to be the offensive line, and especially the interior of the offensive line.
You're probably going to need to push that higher if we're going to get 3 more into
Okay.
there. So offensive line is number 1. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so
Definitely.
too.
Definitely.
Okay, Mike Strange, I'm giving you control. You get number 2. What's the second biggest concern, biggest fear for Tennessee this fall?
Defensive line.
Defensive line. Jimmy's not happy. He would have done that. Okay, so does everybody agree that both the lines are 1 and 2?
Yes.
We don't see quarterback up there
Yes.
yet? Okay, lines. In the SEC, you got to be good on the lines. All right, number 3, Jimmy Himes, what's the next big fear?
Quarterback.
Quarterback pops up there right now. Okay, so offensive line, defensive line, quarterback, those are our top 3 fears so far. Bob Hodge, you get the final call here, and then we'll let Chuck come over and join the rest of the group.
I thought Jimmy might go linebackers, and I was going to go kicking game. But since linebackers are still up there, I'm going to put that ahead of the kicking game.
Okay, and more so the kicking game than the return game.
Yes.
Losing Trevor Daniel is a huge. When you're not good, having a
punter
good
makes-
punter
yeah.
makes a difference, and that's a biggie. All right, so that's the way we rank them: offensive line, defensive line, quarterback. Can we get a shot of that? Was I reading that? There we go.
Can I follow
Offensive
him?
line, defensive line, quarterback, linebacker.
I file an objection. I would put defensive backs down at number 4.
Okay, DBs would be number 4. So we got a little debate there.
No.
Does everybody? What's the general consensus there? We agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with it. Now, I would have probably, the one I'd have left off the 4 list would have been quarterback. Because I think until your offensive line gets fixed, it's just not going to make that much of a difference. If you could get 1 more year of eligibility out of Peyton Manning and not the 40-some-odd-year-old Peyton Manning, I just don't think it makes that much of a difference until your offensive line gets good enough to where you can run plays and run an offense. I think your quarterback's just going to be a set and done. So I would have moved DBs or kicking game over there ahead of quarterback.
Okay, if you had to pick one, special teams, guys, is your kick units or your return units? One thing that worries me, the Trevor Daniel thing's big. If you manage to be in close games, the kicker is going to be a huge problem. But I also concerned with the return game because you're down in bodies. If you're down in bodies, those are the guys that block in the return game.
Well, think how the return game last year went downhill because of injuries.
Injuries.
And how that impacted that team.
And also, your defense was so bad, the other team was kicking off a lot.
But it did impact your offense.
It did impact your offense because you went from having probably as good a return units as there was in the country to you were just very, very average.
I'd go punter, place kicker, though. I think they have a bigger impact on the outcome of a game. You miss a 30-yard field goal to cost you a game. You shank a
punt.
12-yard
Yes.
punt. That could cost you. You could, I guess, fair catch every punt, and that doesn't hurt you too much. But
Remember
you
they
start
tried
missing
that
it.
under Derek
Or he
Dooley.
just let it fall and bounce back there, didn't he? Couldn't put anybody back. All right. Guys, thank you. When we come back, Mark Pankratz, these guys will be back to talk more football later. Mark Pankratz is in next. Let's look ahead toward next basketball season. What's the most important off-season thing to handle for the Tennessee coaches? If you're Rick Barnes, what's the number one thing you have to do this off-season with this team? We'll talk about it. Come on back.